bear with me here. In this session, I want to introduce you, at least briefly, into how the science of bio-electrode therapy and how it works, how I combine the science of bioelectricity with the science of that ancient 5,000-year-old practice of Chinese medicine, acupuncture, the meridians, acupuncture points, qi. Now, in 1999, I was introduced to this, it's not simple, the practice of Korean hand therapy. The whole body corresponds to points on the hand. Here, for example, that point there, this is the head. These are the arms, and these are the legs. This is the front of the body. This is the back of the body. But in Korean hand therapy, all one has to do, for example, this is the head. This point here, or these 2 points, correspond to toothaches that I had at one time. All I had to do was simply apply a silver electrode to 1 or 2 of these points. Bingo, pain relief. Not only pain relief, but because silver is antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, it would send silver ions up to my arm and to that tooth and heal the infection, as well as the pain. So that was my introduction, my personal introduction to electrode therapy. And I was fascinated how this could happen. It happened so fast and it was so effective. And I treated hundreds and hundreds of patients. I worked in the field of addictions. I worked in detox centers. I worked in treatment. And so I'm introduced to a lot of people with a lot of pain. And over those years, the past 25 years, I've developed this technique of simply using electrodes, such as copper and silver or gold and silver, and applying them to the different points on the hands and the feet, and eliminating pain, complex pain and disease conditions. It sounds almost impossible, but I've had lots of practice because when you work in the field of addictions, it's all about pain. Anyway, so you've got the mitochondria in the cells, and that mitochondria, stimulated by the electrical field, will create healing energy. You've got the body is electrolyte by nature, and so it's a good conductor of electricity. When I put a silver electrode on my finger and put another copper on my toe next to the big toe, I have an immediate electrical current, a microcurrent that travels from here, an anode, to there, a cathode. And with that electrical current, it's a microcurrent, comes the electrical field. And that electrical field stimulates the cells and the tissues along that current, along that meridian. Meridians are simply pathways of least resistance. And it just travels throughout the body in a very defined pattern. And, without that qi, you have no life. The heart itself is an electrical device. It's an electrical organ, and it generates an electrical signal which travels through the meridian system and, again, affecting every cell and tissue of the body. So when that electrical field stimulates the cells and tissues along those meridians, it stimulates mitochondria, which produces ATP, which produces that healing force. What that electrical field does also stimulates the cell membranes, which balances the electrolytes in the cells and the pH and a whole host of other metabolic healing phenomena. So basically, that's the science. Thankfully, we don't have to understand the complexities of the science. All you have to do is learn where to put the electrodes, the electrode protocols on the body to heal different kinds of medical conditions. It could be a frozen shoulder. Frozen shoulder might take 2 or 3 meridians, might be affected, and therefore you have to, go to the foot and follow there's the location of the pain, what meridians are going through that pain, and then follow it down to the correct points on the fingers, and the paired meridian on the other side of the body, on the toes of the feet. You get that. Where you have pain, you have resistance in those meridians, those energy pathways, and that electrode placement will enhance the flow of qi or the current through those areas of pain and discomfort or the systemic disease or whatever it is, and clear the resistance, clear the impediment along the pathways. And bingo, the pain is gone. The tissues are balanced. The electrolytes are balanced. The mitochondria is stimulated and so on. There's a whole, like I say, a whole host of healing phenomenon there. But that's a bit of an introduction. In these YouTube presentations, I hope to explain and provide many demonstrations on actual patients who are having serious pain problems. So please subscribe and continue to view these YouTube clips, because I want the world to know about this. Very simple to do. You can do it. Anybody can do it. All you need is this book. I wrote this book a few years ago, and it explains the theoretical foundations, but also 60 different protocols for treating different conditions, including opioid and other substances of abuse, and all kinds of different complex pain problems. And anyway, I want to get this incredible therapy out into the world so people can begin to use it and to treat each other for opioid addictions or the complex pain problems that are associated with addiction problems. And that's my purpose. I've worked in the field of addictions, again, I've said it before, but for 40 years, and my family before that, so the history is long and my desire is deep. I don't care about... It's not a profiteering business. These are basically electrodes that you can buy, and they're very inexpensive, and you just have to know how and where to place them. Even on my website, www.bioelectrodetherapy.com, you'll see the protocol, the simple protocol for treating addiction problems. Opioid addiction. Apply these electrodes and almost immediately you are relieved of all the anguish that you experience when you go through detoxification. It's hard to believe, but there's a complex science which explains, and it works, and it works like nothing I've ever seen before. Acupuncture and so on, they're a wonderful practice, but they're only a short, you go in for a half an hour treatment and it helps, you feel better. And then you go again the next day and so on. But with electrode therapy, bio-electrode therapy, the electrodes remain secured to the acupuncture points for 24 hours a day, day and night. And while they're stimulating the points, they're creating this balancing of electrolytes and pH and stimulation of ATP and so on. It's an incredible, powerful practice, and it's my desire to give it away. I want people to try it and learn it and do it. You can treat yourself. You can treat your friends. You can treat your family. You can treat strangers. Detox practitioners everywhere, detox workers and healthcare workers and addiction workers. They have to know how to do this. There's a solution to the opioid crisis, and this is not the ultimate solution, but definitely it's going to be a powerful adjunctive therapy which allows people to detoxify painlessly, and so they can move on. They can use it for post-acute withdrawal, which are the insomnia, the craving, the anxiety, the initial pain that started their addiction in the first place. So you might have noticed I'm a bit passionate about this, and I want everybody to at least look at it and maybe try it. Anyway, continue to view my videos, and I will continue to kind of explore and explain. Thank you.